Hello grade 4 students, how are you? This is me Shaima, and today we will study lesson 2, part 1, which talk about animals, because we have part 2 which talk about plants. Okay, we have activity 4 now, and we will discover something. Okay, are you ready to discover this thing? Okay, let's start. First, we need to review what we learned before, so we can discover something. Okay, first, do you remember the polar bear? Yes, polar bear had thick fur to adapt and survive in its environment, which is polar region. Okay, so the polar region is different from the others as it has white fur that makes its body adapt to its environment. So this, as it has a part of his body, helps it to adapt to this polar region, as the body structure helps him to adapt in this region. Is it clear? So here the bear have structure that helps him to adapt to the polar region. Okay, and do you remember the blood vessels in the penguin's feet? They are weaving around each other to keep penguin's feet warm. So this adaptation also within or inside the penguin's body, inside the penguin structure. Okay, is it clear now? So what about the dark fur of the forest bear and the sandy colored fur for the fennec, fox and caracal, and the dense feathers and fat layer in the penguin's body, also the colorful scales in some desert lizard? Do you discover this thing? Yes, all of them has adaptation in their body structure, okay, that helps them to survive and reproduce in their environments. So all of those animals we mentioned have changes in their body structures to help them survive and reproduce in their ecosystems. So, with the meaning of the words body structure, any part of the organism's body, we call it body structure. Okay, even it's we are talking about skin, heart, blood vessels. All of those are body structures. Okay, so to know how to read and write the word structure, we will divide it into two parts, two syllables. The first syllable is st, r, a. Here you make the sound, short sound of the U letter as a, umbrella. Okay, so stra, k. Then this is the first one, stuck. And the second syllable is chur. T-U-R-E is pronounced as chur, structure. Okay. So now we easily discovered that there is type of adaptation, which is structural adaptation. It is a change in the body structure of living organism to help it survive. So structural adaptation means, from its name, it's a change in the body structure of living organism to help it survive. Okay, is it clear? So the question here is, all adaptations in the living organisms are structural adaptations? That's what we will see it now. Okay, think with me in this. We have learned before that the desert lizard looks for shade or shaded area during sunny day. Okay, and the human being uses umbrella and light clothes in hot climate. Are those changes in the body structure of those living things? Excellent, my smarties, you did it. No, those aren't change in the body structure. Why? Because it's a change in the behavior, in acts. They act like this to keep themselves here with the lizard and the human, to keep themselves cool or to protect themselves from the hot climate. So here the change in the behavior, how they behave toward this climate or environment. Okay, we can take another example for this type of adaptation, which is the migration of some animals toward certain regions. What's the meaning of migration? Migrations mean traveling. Like traveling, animals travel to other places as they need this to survive and protect themselves. Okay, and the word migration we can divide it into three parts. First syllable we have I, me. Then we have the second syllable, which is g, r, a. Here a make the long sound for the letter A, which is its name A. Then the third syllable, which is shin. So we have mi, g, migration. Okay. So now we simply discovered the second type of adaptations, which is behavioral adaptations. From its name, it is a change in the behaviors or acts of the living organisms to help it survive. Okay, as the migration not a change in their bodies, and the using umbrella is not a change in the body structure, and the finding shaded area isn't a change in the body structure. Okay, so if you got it, here a question is a scientific term. Okay, it is the change in the body structure of living organisms to help it survive. Can you think about it? And the other one is it's a change in the behaviors or acts of living organisms to help them survive. Yes, you did it, I hear you. The first one is structural adaptation and the second one is behavioral adaptation. Now it's time to see different animals and their structural and behavioral adaptations. Are you ready? So, if you are ready, watch the next video. We will talk about fennec fox and Arctic fox. Okay?